e tabua e o si sambe mo rekan roka adoro mo kan tabua anto tele taka na waronga na Bula FM namba 2 e na sir
Bula na go ilimo do tele taka na FM na go sa sector to na Bula FM
Bula o tsempo ni valu ngone ni kandabu ni mo kisa o ba chiku na sinu ando tele taka bali na waronga na Bula FM na bantu na sir
o lorima na gagini suka lambasa to do tele taka na Bula FM number 2 na sir
Bula FM number 2 na sir.
Good evening, this is FBC News. I'm Jackie Spate. In this bulletin, Fiji put on weather alert. Prime Minister happy with 2015, thanks all Fijians. And good news for all Fijians as fuel prices go down. Tropical cyclone Ula, now southwest of Samoa, has intensified over the last 6 hours and has developed into a Category 2 cyclone with 50-knot winds close to its center. Meanwhile, Tropical Depression 07F, which might become a cyclone, is approaching Fiji. Akosita Tale has more details.
Tropical Depression 07F was located about 350 kilometers northeast of Nadi at 1 p.m. today and is moving towards us, bringing some heavy rain bands. It could also become a cyclone.
The associated active rain bands are expected to bring heavy rain over the country with possibly strong and gusty northwest winds. Therefore, occasional rain, heavy at times, is expected over most places. Isolated thunderstorms are likely. Moderate east to northeast winds, fresh and gusty at times. Localized heavy rain may lead to flash flooding. Heavy rain alert is now in force for Vanuatu, and members of the public are advised to take precautionary measures, especially when the heavy rain is being forecasted.
Meanwhile, Tropical Cyclone Ula is expected to maintain a southwest track for the next 24 to 48 hours. Kumar says that even though the global models indicate that Tropical Cyclone Ula is approaching Fiji from the east, it's expected to weaken as it comes closer.
The system is expected to maintain southwest track for next 24 to 48 hours, and on its projected path, it is expected to lie east-northeast of Vavau, Tonga at 1 p.m. tomorrow, or 180 kilometers northwest of Vavau at 1 p.m. on Saturday.
On this projected path, Tropical Cyclone Ula is expected to lie east of Tonga at 1 p.m. tomorrow. Mariners have been advised to take extra precautions as winds will become strong with rough seas from tomorrow. Akosita Tale, FBC News.
We now join Akosita Tale, who has been keeping tabs on the weather throughout the day. So, Akosita, what more can you tell us?
Good evening, Jackie. Yes, the National Disaster Management Office has this afternoon called a press conference and advising Fijians and the nation to be prepared, even though Tropical Cyclone Ula is still a distant away and is still not in Fiji's range. Fijians are still being advised to take precautions now into the long weekend. As the country moves into a 31-12 celebration and people will be flooding into the city and town to celebrate welcoming in the new year, Fijians are still being advised to take extra precautions, and also due to the increase in drowning over the past few days, parents have been advised to monitor children's whereabouts, especially flooded creeks and flooded rivers, and also the National Disaster Management Office is working with the divisional commissioners and also operation centers around the country to have evacuation centers activated on a skeleton basis as of this evening in order to be prepared. Jackie.
Thanks for that update, Ako. 2016 will start off on a high note for Fijians with reductions in the prices of fuel, flour and sharp. Trade Minister Fayez Koya has announced the drop in prices based on the new value-added tax rate, which kicks in from midnight.
The price drops cover some critical items for everyday Fijians. The review was undertaken by the Commerce Commission, and the price reduction has been triggered by the reduction in VAT from 15 to 9% in the 2016 budget, and also because of international price movement on wheat. That's also another factor that has brought it down. So great news all round for all consumers.
The price of flour, sharp and baker's flour, has decreased by an average of 5% across the board, triggered by the VAT rate coming down from 15% to 9%. The new prices also mean a drop in the price of related products. Breakfast crackers cost reductions range from between 8 cents to $1.36. Come tomorrow morning, bread will cost on average 5.22% less than current prices. Motorists also have something to look forward to. There is a significant reduction in fuel prices across the board. Only kerosene prices have increased from $1.25 per litre to $1.35 per litre.
Major reason for the price reduction is the benefit of VAT reductions from 15% to 9%, without which Fiji would have experienced a price increase actually for all LPG products. And this has basically helped cushion the effect of the rising butane prices.
Liquid petroleum gas or LPG prices see a reduction ranging from 5 cents to $1.25. Fuel retailers also benefit, with the markup increasing from 4% to 4.5%. Edwin Nand, FBC News.
Fiji completed its first full year as a true democracy in 2015 as Fijians saw their votes and voices turning into actions. In his New Year's message, Prime Minister Voreqe Bainimarama says all of this was made possible because the vast majority of Fijians have confronted the obstacles that stood in our way and are focused on the future. Ritika Pratap reports.
Prime Minister Voreqe Bainimarama says the values adopted by Fiji has helped it become a unified country and the world has taken notice.
2015 was indeed a year of action. It was a year of achievement, and it was a year in which Fiji truly came into its own as a model Pacific Island country. We witnessed how successful a government can be when it remains untainted by ethnic considerations and division.
The Prime Minister visited the Fijian diaspora around the globe throughout the year, enlightening them what the country has accomplished as a new Fiji.
I let them know that Fiji is back, better than ever before, and that we are open for business. The changes that we have implemented were long awaited by many of our Fijian brothers and sisters overseas, and it was an emotional time as we reconciled with many people who were once told that Fiji was no longer home for them. They recognized the progress we've made, and many committed themselves to work side by side with us towards an even more prosperous and united future for our country.
Bainimarama says last year he requested Fijians to capitalize on our transition into democracy, and he is proud that we are meeting that challenge every day.
In 2015, we built upon our education revolution. We continued to improve and modernize our infrastructure, connecting more and more Fijians to roads, to water, and electricity. And we logged our 6th consecutive year of economic growth. Our schools continue to equip our children with new technology in the classroom that will keep our students and future workforce competitive on the regional and global stage.
The Prime Minister says the Fijian economy is improving every day, and the government will ensure that its benefits reach every corner of the country. Ritika Pratap, FBC News.
Coming up after the break, people get ready to farewell 2015.
And I love Mirchi FM.
Hi, my name is Sonny from Canberra. I love listening Mirchi FM online.
मैं हूँ उर्मिला देवी आसियासी तावा से जितेन शांडिल को और अश्निल को तावा में लॉक कर दिया जाए.
हम लोग यहाँ से कतो कमे Mirchi FM सुनता है. Mirchi FM is hot.
I'm Shelly in Tanga Nursery. Mirchi music simply bindas in nursery.
मैं अशफाक वालिल हुसैन Mirchi FM मेरे नस नस में.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Welcome back. This is FBC News. A man is dead and 12 others injured after the carrier they were travelling in veered off the road and tumbled down a steep slope in Tawata Nasinu last night. At around 10:45 p.m., the carrier was coming down Matani Korovatu Road when it went off the road. FBC News was at the scene last night when the authorities were trying to free a man trapped under the truck who did not survive. The injured passengers are still recovering in hospital. It's believed the driver of the carrier was trying to avoid a pothole when he veered off the road. Police spokesperson Atunaisa Sokomuri is urging motorists to be extra vigilant as the roads will be busy during the New Year's weekends with people moving around to visit relatives and attend functions. The road death toll currently stands at 62 compared to 49 for the same period last year. 2 ladder trucks worth $1 million each have been handed over to the National Fire Authority today by Minister for Local Government Pravin Bala. The 2 trucks were bought from the United Kingdom through government and NFA funding. Outgoing National Fire Authority Chief Executive John O'Connor says the new ladder trucks are for high-rise buildings and can reach up to 35 meters. The old truck used by the National Fire Authority had a limit of 22 meters. O'Connor adds the 2 new trucks will be based in Suva and Lautoka fire stations respectively. 2 big fire tankers are also likely to be bought in 2016 to support firefighting. Today is the last day of this year. Shoppers in Suva to share their experiences in 2015 and their New Year's resolutions. Sainiani Mboila files this report.
Going into the last few hours of 2015, shoppers look back at how this year has treated them.
2015 was a very good year for me. Like it was a trial for me. Like I went through so many testing.
It was a very good year. Thank you.
2015 was nice and good. The thing was quite nice. Everything was nice. I like it. Because no other year like the 2015. Everything is perfect and good.
Most families and friends will celebrate New Year's Eve tonight and have plans scheduled for next year.
We will grow in God, and we know that we will have a good time next year.
I'll be celebrating at home with my family and waiting for midnight to when the clock strikes 12 and to have a Thanksgiving fellowship with my family. I'm looking forward to the new year, 2016, and to be a better citizen and to be a better father to my children.
My plan on the new year, I'm going to church. After church, we come and eat and sleep and celebrate. I don't know, I don't have any plan for 2016. Not yet.
Meanwhile, of course, some people are leaving our shores to celebrate New Year's with friends and families overseas. It's the last day of 2015. Families and friends have their own plans for tonight in welcoming the new year. Sainiani Mboila, FBC News.
Playing the top hit songs on the last day of the year has been a norm for the radio stations for decades.
This has been the atmosphere.
Even today, the announcers at the Fiji Broadcasting Corporation were all geared up to give the best entertainment to the listeners as we farewell 2015. Shireen Lata with the story.
This has been the atmosphere in FBC radio studios since this morning. The announcers are all hyped up to welcome 2016.
Very, very different and very unique. We have started the musical marathon from 9 a.m. and the songs are from 1950 to 2015.
The Top 100 Countdown is known as the most happening show of the year, when thousands of listeners and music lovers are glued to radio to find out the best songs of the year.
We put together all the songs according to the people's choice or the listeners' choice, and we put them together. And out of that, we're running competition in regards to just for the listeners, just to choose which song has to come first.
Countdown for Radio Fiji 1, we are a bit different from other 5 stations because we play classic music. So we already started our top 100 from 12 till 12 midnight.
Mirchi FM Programs Director Renuka Gounder says it took them 2 months to prepare the show.
We actually produce very special, very hilarious montages, liners.
We make everybody laugh since this is the last day of the year.
A number of giveaways and hampers will be given to the listeners who will participate in the texting competition.
Not only is it called the Hot 95 instead of the Hot 100, and it's because of our frequency, which is 95.4, so we decided to keep it at 95. So it's the Hot 95 of 2015.
Meanwhile, preparations have been done for the Today FM 3112 Street Party, which will kick off from 7 p.m. tonight at the Maisuva Park in Nasese. Sharin Lata, FBC News.
And on that note, sports is up next. Here's Jamie with the latest.
Thank you, Jackie, and good evening. Up ahead in sports, volunteer fundraising group launched today to assist Fiji Sevens Road to Rio. And Coastal Roos set eyes on Nandi 9's title. These stories and more after the break.
Bula, I'm Dori from Nasinu Market. My choice is simple, Gold FM. Only the classic hits.
My name is Yvonne. I'm from Nandi. I love Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Sayandra, my name is Sunny. Only the Gold FM at Golden Point Resort, Raki Raki.
Hi, I'm Anna of Nasinu. When it comes to a radio, my choice is always Gold FM. Only the classic hits.
My name is Anna and I'm from Nandi. I love listening to Gold FM. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
A volunteer fundraising group was launched today to raise funds that will assist the Fijians' Road to Rio campaign. Driven by ardent Fiji rugby supporters, the committee consists of volunteers who are executives in their respective fields using their collective expertise to gather additional funds for the national teams competing at the Olympics next year. Co-chaired by Fiji Sports Council Chief Executive Lichana Lombuka and Coca-Cola Amatil National Sales Manager Lawrence Tikaram, the group includes many more individuals who have stepped forward to be part of the committee. The logo of the project was officially launched today by the President of FRU, Prime Minister Vorenge Bainimarama. One of the first projects for the committee is to place a huge rugby ball to act as a money bank at the departure lounge of the Nandi International Airport.
We're putting up a giant-sized rugby ball money box at the International Airport, the departure lounge. So when people leave, all the funds that go in there will go towards the. So we've had to do some asking. We had to get approvals, things like that. So that's already on the go.
The group aims to raise $800,000 for the national teams. While the Coastal Roos Rugby League team is building up for a tour of Australia next month, the side is focused on claiming the Nandi 9's tournament next weekend. Josephine Navula caught up with the team at training and filed this report.
Back to doing the hard yards after Christmas, these players believe they have what it takes to finish at the top in the Nandi 9's tournament.
We are the first team to win the premiership. So for the time being, we are preparing for the 9th tournament that will be going to on the 28th of January. That we're going to Sydney. And first of all, our main target is to win the 9th that we held on the 9th next week.
The team will be fielding most of its experienced players for the competition.
From the season, we're playing together. Most of some of the boys on the under 20 and some of the boys for the Fiji resident squad. We'll be banking on them, and we are hoping to give a good game.
Meanwhile, the 9th tournament will be featuring a separate competition for the women for the first time next year. Coastal Roos women's captain Selain Domolelai says this has created an opportunity for them.
Mainly our aim is to get young women into something that they can occupy themselves with rather than just being in the village.
Both teams will be fielding a team each for the 9th tournament, which will be held next Saturday at Prince Charles Park. And the men's team will then compete in Australia on the 28th of next month. Josephine Navula, FBC Sports.
In the English Premier League today, Liverpool defeated Sunderland 1-0. The lone goal of the match was scored by Christian Benteke in the first minute of the second spell. Meanwhile, Arsenal still leads the points table after 19 rounds with 39 points. And finally tonight, we take the last look back at 2015. Rohit Deo takes us through the highlights of the major sporting events of the last 3 months.
Tuma again showing that leg drive.
The Rugby World Cup took the sporting world by storm in October. The Vodafone Flying Fijians had a fair share of the limelight with a strong performance by the forward pack throughout the tournament. Fiji played its third pool match against Wales and went down 23-13 in a close encounter. The loss meant Fiji bowed out of contention for a spot in the quarterfinals, and the last pool match against Uruguay was a formality. Fiji again showed their dominance in the forward pack and easily won the match 47-15. Defending champions New Zealand met Australia in the final of the World Cup and became the first team to defend the title as they beat the Wallabies 34-17. Man of the match, Dan Carter, finished the match with 19 points. The Inter-District Championships also took place in October. Host Bar played none in the final in front of a jam-packed Govin Park crowd. The men in black defeated the ZZS 2-0, with Abu Zaid scoring both the goals. The Fiji International Golf Tournament took place in October at the Natandola Bay Golf Course in Singatoka. It was the second year of the event, with American Matt Kuchar winning the tournament. The Nandi football team won their third Pacific Cup title in New Zealand, defeating NZFFI All Stars 2-0 in the final. Chris Clark and Elias Salino were on target for the Jet-Setters in the final. Fiji will for the first time host the tournament next year. The TFL Fijiana side won the Oceania Sevens in Auckland to book their spot at next year's Rio Olympics. Fiji defeated Samoa 55-0 in the final. December saw the start of the 2015-2016 World 7 Series in Dubai. Defending champions Fiji started their campaign well as they defeated England at 28-17 in the cup final. Next up was the Cape Town tournament in South Africa. Fiji won the plate competition after losing out in the cup quarter-final to France, as host South Africa took out the tournament, beating Argentina 29-14 in the final. Two boxing promotions also took place in December, with the Westfield promotion in Nandi and the Westwood boxing promotion in Lambasa. Fans went home disappointed in Nandi as title holder Petron Gida, who was supposed to fight Napoleon Tomoepio for the heavyweight title, pulled out just before the fight due to injury. In Lambasa, Joseph Quadjo knocked out Opeti Tangi in the fourth round at Subriel Park. And that wrapped up sports for the year, with many more events to look forward to in 2016. It's Rohit Deo for FBC Sports.
And that's it from sports this evening. It's back to Jackie now with business.
The government will do whatever it takes to rejuvenate the wood carving business locally. Forestry Minister Osena Ngamo made this statement while handing over wood carving machines in Nasinu today. Ali Kimbia has more.
Handing over wood carving machines to the successful applicants is expected to drive wood carving business to the next level.
The purpose of this scheme is to drive the wood carving business in Fiji from an informal platform in which it operates at this moment to a formal business platform that will enable it to move even further in contributing to Fiji's socio-economic development.
Ngamu says they will continue to improve the quality and finishing of wood carving products which is sold to buyers.
Current estimates indicate that the informal wood carving sector, which includes artifacts, contributes an estimate of 10% of the total timber and wood products sold locally and overseas. However, a considerable amount is still not captured in our books and statistics.
For some of the recipients, the machines is a chance to further enhance their skills and further help them fulfill their dreams.
Ever since I started this trade, I have never received this kind of assistance. But now that I have received it, I will use it to assist my family financially.
I have been in this trade for 30 years, and receiving these machines is the best New Year's gift I have ever received.
This is a new beginning for me, and especially for my family. I have been struggling for the past years carving manually, but with these machines, it will increase my daily income.
A total of $46,000 was spent by government to acquire these machines. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
Warm, humid temperatures, cloud cover and showers mark the weather across Fiji today. Several major weather systems, including Cyclone Ula to the east and Tropical Depression 07F to the north, are affecting local weather. In temperatures across the nation, steady at 30 and 31. Tonight, rain is forecast for all centres with the chance of heavy falls and flash flooding. Tomorrow is New Year's Day. Tropical Depression 07F is expected to pass very close to Fiji. This is expected to bring a day of rain and perhaps heavy enough to again raise the danger of flash flooding. And the further outlook is for Saturday, depends on the movements of Cyclone Ula and TD07F, but it is expected the heavy rain and chance of flash flooding may continue to be a threat. Recapping tonight's main stories again. Fiji braces for possible bad weather in the next few days. Prime Minister Voreqe Bainimarama is happy with the achievements of 2015, and Fiji gets ready to farewell 2015 and ring in the new year. On to this week's poll question, we are asking, was 2015 a successful year for Fiji? Visit our FBC website to take part. Remember, you can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email citizenseyes@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page FBC News. And if you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. On behalf of the FBC News team and myself, we'd like to thank you for joining us every single night for the last year. We wish you a safe and enjoyable New Year's Eve. You've been watching FBC News. I'm Jackie Spade, Nimodamanda.
Hi, my name's Liviana Valentine. I'm from Nandi and Today FM rocks.
My name is Ateza. I work at Golden Point Resort. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Krish. I'm from Tava. I like listening to Big Breakfast. Today FM rocks.
I'm Juliana. I'm from Maltoka and I like listening to Today FM.
Hi, my name is Chelly. I live in Arere. Today FM rocks my drug and lollipop.
Bula, my name is So. I'm from Navua. I like listening to Today's FM.
Bula, my name is Asilika from Raki and Today FM rocks with my flip-flops.
Today's hit music on Today FM.